In this section, I want to talk about two features in Windows 10. One of them is System Restore, and you use System Restore to create restore points for your system. So whenever you have installed, for example, an application that that drives your system crazy, you can restore your system to a point in time before installing that application. Or if you have changed the registry and a lot of things have happened to your system that you did not intend to do that, and now you cannot roll back those changes. System Restore is a very nice feature that you can use to restore your system to a previous point in time. So how can you do this? I need to go to Control Panel. I right click on this Start menu and go to Control Panel. Actually, I open Task Manager. I go to Control Panel. Under Control Panel, there is a System icon. I click on that, and here you can open each of these. It doesn't matter which one you open, but whenever you open one of these, you need to make sure that the System Protection tab is selected. Now, you can enable System Restores by going to clicking on System Restore, and as you can see, this wizard opens and you can click on Next, and you can see that there are some System Restore points created for me. One of them is 01. I have created that previously, and you can see the type is manual. This means that I have created that. Some of them are of type install. This means that I wanted to install an application, and because I have forgotten, Windows was smart enough to create this restore point for me. So whenever this driver or application or whatever has corrupted my Windows and did not let it work the proper way, I can just change this. I can just go back to one of these restore points. So how can I create this restore points? Let me cancel this out and go down. Here we have a configuration tab, a button, and we have a create button. Let me go to configure button first, and here you can see that I can select how much of my disk space is going to be used for storing system state. First of all, you should see that system protection is on, because turn on system protection is enabled. But here I can change it to, for example, 5%, 10%, 20%, or whatever. 10% is okay, so I do not touch it. And if I want to delete all restore points for this drive, I can do this. I just click on delete and all restore points are going to be deleted. Okay? Now I click on OK, and here I can create a new restore point. By clicking on create, I need to assign a name, for example, restore point 02, and of course it is going to add a timestamp to this restore point. So whenever I see this restore point, I know that which date it is created in, and I can go back to that date. Of course, the name should be descriptive, so 02 is not a good name. You just, for example, add names, for example, like this: before installing, for example, Photoshop, or before installing the new driver, or whatever. So I can, tell what this restore point is. So I click on create, and the restore point is going to be created in a minute or two, and then I can see these restore points. So again, if I go to System Restore and go and click on Next, I can see this description: before installing Photoshop, for example, and you can see the type is manual. So I know that this is before installing Photoshop. So whenever I install Photoshop, and for example my system has gone corrupt, I can just restore to this point in time by using this wizard, by going to Next and selecting Finish, and this is going to restore my system to this point in time. So you need to create restore points, for example, weekly or monthly based on your need. And of course, if you change your system too much, you should create as many restore points as you need. And you can see that after creating the restore point, it is going after restoring your system, it is going to be restarted and enable this restore point. So I need to wait for that. And on next restart, everything is going to be open. So in next section, I want to talk about file history.